is the goal. People to see time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. Keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' this platinum every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody powers. Spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down. Round when you go down, when you go down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 5.
Here we go.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, son. 19 windy, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, son. 3-19, son.
Now Fields going to move him around. They'll go again with Jeanty. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Short throw caught by Bowers. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
3-19,
Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn puts it on. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On first down, it's Jeanty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Texans nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Fields going to change things up here. Up the middle, it's Genty. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 57 yards rushing now in the opening quarter in this AFC Championship game.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, son. 3:19. Go.
Now Fields. Now he'll touch this and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, can. Don't jump.
And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, Ty. 19 instruction.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Texans.
Pass the 60. Pass the 80.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown into the backfield. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Panther Street. Buffalo 18. Third. Right there. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop him. It's like, there he goes, left side. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Raiders 28, Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And his throw is incomplete.
Like I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Fields. That's to Bowers once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 68 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Right back to Genty on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready? Cougar 19, trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
70 Lions.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
35, Texans 10.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we usually talk about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll change things up.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And a solid run down inside the 30. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
2. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Viking 18.
They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Texans 17.
for your insides. This, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see some. Life just slows you down. Your body gets active. Your mind is.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To throw is Fields. Short throw, caught by Bowers. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Delta. 19 instruction. Hey, 551, 551. Easy. Right.
Fields now to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, where it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But not an ideal way to end it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy Enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looks like they'll move things around here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They gave him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it in Genty. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 32. 4 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn it loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Come on. Gotta be lying.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The run straight ahead with Genty. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to shut it down. Whatever, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, son. Green 19. Justin.
Hey, watch him right there. Watch him right there.
Hey.
Now it's Fields. They'll get this out to Genty. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
13 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Las Vegas.
Fields changing the play.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives these guys a 12-point advantage. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
19, 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check, hurt.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
1st down.
That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Seven Pirates, cut 19.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dot.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go. 331, 331. Go.
On the zone read, a give to Ginty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Up. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Hey, never mind, Monday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
4 yards on
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, Scott. 5:51, 12 go.
Now Fields going to move him around. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he's got this down to the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Ginty, 35 yards. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Able to avoid him. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight. Hurt.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches it over.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
At the 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
60 by 6. Panther 11. Panther 11.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
60 average. Panther 60. Street. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. Mustang, hey, pass. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
19 tight. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Foley, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the Silver and Black. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now the Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.